All right.
Sorry.
You ready? Stop laughing! Shut up! Guys, we just started recording and they're already creasing. It's a great start. We didn't try to record previously. All right, welcome back to a new episode of the Typical Podcast. At this point, there's even podcast. We haven't dropped a podcast in time, bro, but that's a different matter. Welcome back to another Last Time Since. If you guys remember, we talk about what we consumed. Honestly, it's so vague. We just want to chat, waffle here. Watched, read, flipping, been to, whatever. Who cares? Harshu, you went to the Weeknd Concert a couple months ago. How was that?
That wasn't the last time since I did something, bro. That was 6 months ago, fam.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I care about in it. Don't care about anything else you have to say.
Good point. But are we changing the whole thing? No, it was good, man.
It could be anything. Yeah.
No, it was good. It was sick.
All right, cool. Hamzah, last time.
You put me on the spot. I thought you were going to talk about the literal last time since that we did something.
All right.
Yeah, what's the last time since you went to a concert?
Yeah, I mean, in that case, yeah, it was the Weeknd concert. It was sick. It was great. We went standing. It was very close to him. Amazing show. Absolutely amazing show. But it was so hot the day we went. And I was wearing black, so I was getting fucking burnt to a crisp.
Of course you were.
What's that supposed to mean?
You only wear black, innit?
I mean,
exceptions.
Literally point proven wrong. But no, it was so good. He was so sick. He brought out, for anyone listening, if you know Kate Shinada or Mike Dean.
Mike Dean with the Premier League ref.
Yeah. He was doing keepy uppies on the stage, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it was sick. It was fucking sick. And he performed like all his old songs as well, performed new songs.
Give us a rendition.
Masam's sister could do that.
Okay.
I mean, she was singing in the last clip.
Yeah, she was. Masam's sister was caught singing in the background.
Yeah,
that's true.
I wasn't just a random part. His sister, by the way. Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Anyway, too much dilly-dallying here. All right, so that was an invigorating segment. Thank you so much, Harsh. Is that all you have to say?
That's all I have to
it
say,
was really good, and he brought people out.
I had a dream about the Weeknd last night.
No, you didn't. What, Saturday or Sunday?
I'm not even capping.
Saturday or Sunday?
Last night.
Saturday or Sunday?
No,
Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday or
Sunday?
It was
someone please laugh. Oh, okay.
No.
What the fuck is going on?
I had a dream about the Weeknd. I don't know why.
Let me guess.
I had a dream.
Let me guess.
Let
me guess. You had a dream and he wasn't singing.
He was. Basically, I had a dream that I was front row, standing right next to the stage, right? Like, you know when they come out to the lip of the stage, right?
Yeah,
You know, that little walkway, right?
Weird
like
way
that,
to
right?
describe the stage, but
Yeah.
moving on.
Yeah, and I was standing like front row, yeah. I was standing
Okay.
like front row, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was just doing his thing, innit?
Could have just said that from the beginning.
Yeah, he was just doing his thing. And
But singing that
bro, you know what he was singing though?
often.
I kid you not.
King in
No.
the Hill.
He was singing. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, he was singing "Misty Mountains" from The Hobbit. Because check this out, 2 seconds later in my thingy, Ed Sheeran comes off on stage behind and everyone turns around and starts enjoying the Ed Sheeran part because the Weeknd brought him out.
That would actually be a sick concert. That would actually be insane.
Ask me was the last time I listened to. Ask me was the last time since I listened to a Weeknd song.
Never.
It's been years.
Bro, I'm
don't know why
actually
he came to my mind.
flabbergasted that you thought that you said that with full chest.
Yeah,
You just put that out there.
Yeah,
You had a dream of mad. Okay. Can we get back onto topic? So what was the last?
It was
thing?
last time since I had a dream, innit? So I said that, you know.
Man said last time since
Wait,
I had a dream.
the whole thing's changed. The whole
thing is.
I'm sorry. This
crap,
segment
bro.
of last time since makes no grammatical sense. You cannot put it into a sentence that makes coherent, logical sense.
Brother, you just said the Weeknd was singing Misty Mountains, bro. Don't talk to me about sense. You're talking about sense and logic. And you said lip off the stage, brother. And you're talking about grammar.
Lip of the
Man
stage.
said lip off the stage. I don't think it's even described as that. You could have just said front row. What's the top of the stage called, bro? I'm looking up. There's no way it's called lip off the stage, bruv. Ain't nobody calling lip off the stage.
The flap, bro.
It's called stage slip. Anyway,
It's actually.
yeah, it's called stage slip.
Say your mom.
It's called stage slip. He's
Oi,
still
you need
wrong.
to apologize.
Go
You
on.
He's
need
still
to
wrong.
apologize.
Go on.
He's
bro.
grammatically incorrect.
Apologize.
It's-
Apologize.
No, I'm sorry that I did not know about a stage slip, but neither did you. You called it lip of stage, bruv.
Yes, grammar. I flipped the words.
That's
it
not
makes
the
sense.
term. That's
Queen's
not the...
English. Would the Queen say stage lip or lip of the stage? That's what I thought.
No. Stage
Rest in
lip.
peace,
Stage
Queen
lip is the.
Elizabeth II.
The Queen wouldn't say much right now.
Yeah, she was
Why
a
is
lip in
that?
a coffin.
Why is what?
You thought that was gonna hit, innit? You thought that was
Nah,
gonna
it
bang.
did. It did. Harshu lagged.
Wait, it had the effect it was intended.
No, it's a
I saw
dead
you
joke.
cringe,
Silence.
Masam. I saw you cringe.
It
Yeah,
was
it
a dead
did.
joke. I like that.
All right, silence speaks 1,000 words. Unlike the Queen. So, anyway, what have you guys been watching? Let's get back on track.
Masam, why don't you tell me what you've been watching, bro?
No, we're talking about live events. Why don't we talk about live events, innit? God, you don't even know how to run your own show.
It's not my own show, brother. This is your idea. You
No,
suggested
last
it
time
for
since
this
it's your
episode.
idea.
Nah, it's actually Jay's. 'Cause he came up
All
with
right,
the
let's
name.
talk about live events. Me and Masam, did we talk about this in an episode? I don't
No, we
remember.
haven't. We
We
haven't
don't-
talked about it.
Me and Masam went to watch about the same. Okay, you know, there's a funnier backstory behind it. Basically, let's
This
give a
is
bit
when
of
everyone
context.
clicks off, by the way.
No, this is the
when everyone
context. Yeah.
clicks off.
Basically, Masam was supposed to go to the Weeknd concert with
Oh,
Harshu,
fuck
right,
you.
and friends, right. And they were going. They had the ticket booked for quite a while, right? How many? Like many months, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
2
many-
months.
Like I
Two-
want to
2
say
months.
like 8 months to a year. I just want people to know how much of a snake Masam is after this. Bro.
Basically, WWE, long story short, has a few key marquee events every year, like 5 of them, and one of them
so weird.
came to the UK, and it's been the first marquee WWE event that's come to the UK in like 30 years. Okay, and so they came up, and obviously me and Masam were like, "Yo, we gotta go, all right?" Because it's like it's elite. You know what I mean?
Once in a
And-
lifetime.
Yeah, once in a lifetime. And so, long story short, we ended up searching for tickets. We went through a whole fiasco. Eventually, found some good ones. Rather expensive, all right? Rather expensive, which is important context. Whereas Masam was like, "Yeah, listen, bro. Yeah, it's a bit too much peas, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Going to both." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll back that. Not that I'm going to the Weeknd anyway, because I live his concerts through my dreams." But Harshu was unbeknownst to this new
Revelation.
right?
No, he told me.
so-
He told me.
Yeah. And then
This is
eventually,
post.
we
Yeah.
copped the tickets / we're going to cop them, and Masam was like, try and resell the other tickets. So he let Harshu know. And Harshu, what was your initial response when you found out Masam was snaking you to go WWE instead of the shit?
Firstly, it's fucking snake. Secondly, snaking me for 2 fucking sweaty men in a ring, bro. I was pissed.
No. There was more than
I
2
was
in the
so
ring.
There was more.
pissed.
There was like 5 or 6.
Yeah,
So
there's
where?
more.
Anyone
And
that
there's
watches
women as
WWE,
well.
click off, bruv. Please don't watch
Wait,
the show.
hold
It's not
on.
for you.
Hold
It's not
on.
for you, fam.
You just got rid of half of my views.
No, you got no viewers who watch that shit, bro.
If you watch WWE, leave a comment down below, bro.
If this actually gets us comments, I'm leaving the pod.
please comment. Please. But yeah, and then me and Masam went to the event, and we had, for me personally, probably the greatest night of my life.
Yeah, it's 100.
Be greater than the day I get married.
Honestly, rivals it. Seeing John Cena
No, I'm being dead
in the
serious.
flesh.
We saw John flipping Cena.
You
We saw
can't
Logan
see him.
Paul. We saw Logan Paul wrestle, right, which was dope. He put off some amazing stuff. We saw a few other people. The crowd in the UK, next level, is unreal.
bro.
Blew the roof off the O2. Like probably no event has probably ever done in the history of the O2, especially no crappy Weeknd concert. I tell you that
The
much.
following
We
week,
were
It
half
yeah.
broke
an inch,
records. It literally broke records.
Right? Yeah, bro.
Just saying.
That's
saying.
nice. That's
Listen,
nice.
but it
Floor
didn't break
seats
the
don't count.
decibel record, innit? That
No
that was
one
broken
cares,
the week
bro.
before in WWE.
No one cares.
Yeah.
And basically, we just watched like who's it? Cody Rhodes versus
Cody Rhodes versus Dominic
Dominic Mysterio, right?
Mysterio.
Yeah,
Rey Mysterio's
them
son.
Big guys.
You know Rey
Yeah,
Mysterio.
yeah,
You know
yeah. Rey
Rey
Mysterio.
Yeah.
You know Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
All right. And basically, 2 really big guys, massive crowd pop, crazy. And then we were like, it was the biggest high of the night thus far, right? And we were just catching our breath. We were like, right. And as the on TV
He's
live
not
show,
even
it
exaggerating.
went to break, right?
Yeah.
That's when the guys, so the lights kind of dim a little bit, and the guys walk back to the stage and they kind of set up for the next match. And so as that sort of come down period is going, and we were like, yeah, because that was my time, that was my night, point of the night. Like Cody Rhodes, I love him. I met him before backstage, different event. My life was made at that point, right?
Talked
That's
about
what I came to
Nando's.
watch, right? Talked about Nando's with him. It was dope, all right? And so I relaxed, it was calm, and then as I'm just like on my phone, just looking around the arena, I just hear everyone go crazy. Like my eardrums. Burst like never before, and I was confused. Right? It's like I was so discombobulated, and I was like looking around, looking at Masam. Actually, I just hit myself. I look at Masam. Masam's going crazy. All right, I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? And I look at like around the audience. Everyone's losing their in mind, bro. Like they're having an all night. I'm bare confused, and then I look up at the Titantron because in the corner of my eyes I see like a sea of orange. I look up. Well, yeah, my heart races out. My heart's actually going, and I can't even lie. I soaked up that moment like number 4. Oh, bro, I'm getting goosebumps. I looked up, and on the Titantron, it says John Cena. My mind just breaks in half.
Bro.
Discombobulation to the highest degree.
Listen, it's a bit sus of me to say this, but it was an out-of-body experience seeing that, man. Okay?
Something was out of my body.
Okay. Well, I was right next to you, so
and
I hope it wasn't that.
Yeah. And then I see that my brain. I'll recreate my face right now. I see that, and I'm like, I literally grabbed Masam.
He looks confused.
I literally grabbed Masam. I don't even remember that. That's probably why I had an out of body experience. I grabbed Masam. Okay. And I look because we had really phenomenal seats which were right next to the entrance where
Amazing seats.
where the athletes and superstars come out, right, on the way to the ring walk. And I look down and around the stage again, you know, visuals and stuff, John Cena. Then I see the man, the myth, the legend, Jonathan Cena. Okay. Jonathan Cena. All right. And I look at him, and at that point I probably died about 3%.
You know
my heart rate through the roof.
That moment that Jonathan Cena came out, I realized my life will never be better than this moment, right?
Masam's favorite of all time is John Cena.
My favorite, bro. You don't understand. As soon as Hamzah's talking, Hamzah's exactly right. The audience reaction. So like Hamzah's right. Cody Rhodes walks out, but obviously for live viewers, that was an ad break. So John Cena comes out immediately from ad break, right? That wasn't the case for us. We luckily, because we were right next to the entrance where the wrestlers came out, we could see them come in and come out, which is really cool because you never get to see them leave, really, for the most part when you're watching TV because it's off screen, right? So they would sometimes break character or like wave, and because we were the last set, they will like react to us, right? Cody immediately goes, Cody's like, jokes. I think he was like high-fiving the kids on the way just before. And then the music pops, right? And I'm telling you, the music popped and everybody reacted so quickly. Hamzah's not exaggerating. Me and Hamzah were probably the slowest in the stage to react because I remember thinking, why is everyone going crazy? And I just see the word Cena on the Titantron. That's when it hit. And our immediate reaction, I turned to Hamzah, and bro, I was jumping up and down like I was a flipping 16-year-old girl seeing BTS for the first time, bruv. I'm telling you. I was jumping so
Prime
much.
One Direction.
Bro, Prime Zayn Malik, everything, bro. With the slick back hair and everything.
Oh.
Yeah, so like immediately I was jumping up and down, and I jumped so much because it was concrete. It's concrete floors, right? I basically flipping trapped a nerve in my foot afterwards the next day.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you didn't. I literally trapped a nerve in my foot the next day, and I couldn't walk for the next 2 or 3 days in my right foot because I was just flipping.
Right? Mush beating on his thigh.
Oh, 100%.
Bro, and then he came out, man.
And then he comes out, and the thing is, that audience, I've not been to many concert environments, but the good thing about WWE live event is it's like an entertainment product, but it's also then the concert vibes, because people are singing the entrance music, people are doing chants, this, that. I guess it would be similar to like a football match, right? But the concert environment vibes, oof. And Cena, the thing is, people were like, Hamzah had an idea. Hamzah's
We
like,
had,
oh,
we had a few like predictions of people who were going to come out, and half of them basically came true, and half of them didn't. But John Cena is such a company man; he will show up if he's in town. And he was filming in South London in what's that place? Starts with C. What's that place in
Croydon?
South London? Croydon. It was like Croydon or something like that. He was filming down there. And so we were like, bro, surely he's going to turn out. John Cena, that guy in it. He's just that guy. And so when when he came out, the whole arena is just, your time is up, my time is now. It's the
bro,
it's
different.
mental. And he runs to the ring. I recorded the whole thing, 15 minutes. Freaking cameras are shaking, bro. I'm just there like this, bro.
Oh, 100%.
John Cena.
Bro, and
then
you know what's
I
so
just-
funny is in
Man.
in my video, I'm like, literally, with the shaking.
I flipped the camera as well, like halfway through recording, he's coming out. And I got the camera, me and Masam, we're just looking, and like, even the guy behind us, who was really jokes guy, we were all just going crazy together, man. It was just, I can't describe. The only way you could describe it is if you were a One Direction fan, and they went on a tour tomorrow, and then halfway through Zayn Malik just turns out. Or like, you know what I mean? Like something equivalent of that. Like it's the only thing, if you're a true diehard One Direction fan, it's something like that. It's like the only thing I can compare. It's just, bro,
Are they mic'd up when they actually fight and stuff? Can you hear them?
There's mics around the ring, so when they like hit the ring, it kind of like echoes around the arena a little bit, because it's like hard wood that they fall on, and there's no padding or anything, so you can hear the thuds and stuff. But so yeah,
the speech, like them talking.
Yeah, the microphones. So they've
got a
mic
mic.
around. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, and it was a phenomenal promo. The crowd just went crazy, but I just
crowd was
can't describe
different
it,
level, honestly.
I hope everyone out there can experience something like that in their own like respect to whatever they like and enjoy.
Yeah, just go to the Weeknd concert. Can't lie.
Nah, it's not the same. It'll be the same if like the Weeknd brought someone out. Do you know what I mean? Like you're a big like
I'll be honest,
Drake fan or something like that. But even then,
he did bring out Drake the last time he went.
Bro, he did. Yeah, I went the last time.
What's the biggest concert you've been to?
It's just the Weeknd one, innit?
Yeah.
So by the way, for context,
that was time ago as well. That wasn't when like a full sold out stadium. Like you'd have to go to like a big like it needs to be a proper concert hall. What we did was the O2.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was the O2 as well.
That was at O2. This is London Stadium, which is like 80k, for example. Like I'm trying to compare situations.
Yeah.
I feel like if anything, a football game would be the closest thing to what you said.
The difference is the thing is with WWE, it's so like it doesn't, at least with the UK crowd, right? Okay, yeah. Obviously O2 closed stadium. It's like a bomb. It's just a ticking time. It's just in there. It's just the pressure doesn't release at any point, right? But the thing with the UK crowd is, and we're special. We're just special, and everybody knows it when it comes to the UK crowds, right? Yeah. And the thing is with the WWE event, with football, it's 90 minutes. It goes up, it goes down. It only really gets gassed. But with a wrestling event, when it's a good match and that match might last 20 minutes, it's non-stop 20 minutes. Even when it's the period between the people going back and the new people coming out, people are still, they might take literally like a 2-minute breather and then it's back to chants. It's non-stop basically for 5 hours, and that's what makes it so special. Like I've been to football games, I've been to cricket games, I haven't been to any concerts or anything like that, obviously, which is probably more applicable because you would sing along and things like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like even then there's no break with a concert, because he doesn't, not just the Weeknd, but like usually people performing don't even take breaks in between songs. It just transitions into one thing.
Here's a question about concerts. I just had one quick question, which was like, do people, because obviously there's probably a lot of songs people don't know, and a lot of a song that they might not be able to sing along with, sort of thing. But I feel like with WWE,
I thought there was.
That was a question. Yeah, that was a question. So so when an artist is performing, whatever, there's gonna be a lot of people in the crowd who don't know every song or don't know it every like lyric sort of thing. At least from videos I've seen. I ain't been to a concert, so
some people just don't sing along, innit? Like
there's also that. But with WWE, the passion is like, it's a cult. Honestly, it's like
It's
a cult.
following, yeah.
I think the only way to really tell, to make it fair, maybe you come to a concert and I come to WWE. We'll figure it out.
You should.
I guarantee
honestly.
you, Harshu, you'd like the experience more than Hamzah would like to experience.
I'm all for experiences. I actually would love to come. I actually would love to come.
100%.
You know,
I just
let
took
me
the piss
just
because you ditched one thing. So
yeah. Let me just defend myself from all the slanderous accusations of snakery.
No, I'm joking, by the way, guys.
Yeah,
it was a
but,
lifetime event. So
yeah. For context, I'd already went to the Weeknd. Me and Harshu went like 2018. Was it 2018?
I think 2016.
2017.
Like
Right. And so me and Harshu had been
Starboy time.
before, and so yeah, Starboy time, and he actually, he pulled out Drake. So Drake did make a surprise
wow.
entrance.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
so that is an equivalent parallel there. But the thing is, I like John Cena a million times more than Drake. So, I mean, Drake's only been around like the last 5 or 6 years, bro. John Cena's been around since I was in diapers.
20.
But yeah. So
It's an
like, it was
OG.
so cool. It was so cool. Yeah, definitely experience I'll never forget. I know Hamzah will be the same. We were with another mate who said a very famous line regarding our ticketing. Which I won't expose who he is. I won't expose who he is because it was outrageous. But he knows who he is. He knows who
Bro,
he is.
this line
So,
is one of the
like,
greatest things I've ever heard.
It's
What
one of
happened?
the
What
greatest lines. So basically, like Hamzah was saying, with the ticketing situation, it was quite interesting because I was like, oh, I don't want to pay 400 quid. And then Hamzah kind of sold it to me the week before. And we were like, you know what? It's a once in a lifetime thing. Flipping. And by the way, we spent a lot. We spent a lot relative, right? I
Still
can tell you
recovering.
right now, I have, honestly, probably am. I can tell you I can tell you right now, I do not regret it at all, right?
I would have paid more.
Anyway, honestly, if you told me all that stuff's gonna happen,
I paid more.
I'd be like, yeah, bro, that's good enough. Because it's like people paid like $1,000 to watch like a Champions League final, and I know I would enjoy this way more than the Grand Champions League final.
Easily. Yeah.
Anyways, so like the ticketing situation is weird because we were like deciding. We stayed up late, me, Hamzah, and another friend who shall not be named. And
Oh.
But if you know when we tell you what was said, you'll know who it is.
yeah,
if you know.
you'll know. Let's just say this guy has a very wealthy job, but
Just
very
bait him
very
out.
wealthy job. No, I mean very wealthy job.
Got that Joe Rogan money.
Joe Rogan, bro. Joe Rogan's chomp change to him, bro.
Oh, fuck.
So we were finding to find good ticket to like seat, ticket price to
Yeah.
seat ratio, right? And we could either go in the what's it called, the bleachers, right? For those that know
Rosette.
bleachers, Rosette, right? Which have been pretty like 80 quid, maybe 80 quid, I think.
I think decent
80
seats
quid.
pretty decent once we got them.
Decent seats, right? But like Ham was explaining, a lot of the fun WWE is like the community aspect, the flipping electricity you get from the crowd. And so we saw once we got in the stadium that I won't keep want to say favelas, but it's bleacher seats because I'm just thinking,
Whoa,
yeah,
the tramps just because you got a fucking $4 ticket, bro.
No, that's why. Listen, it's the theme of what I'm about to reveal what the guy said, bro. It's in my mind. That's why. So the bleacher seats were actually pretty good, right? I mean, electricity, who knows? Vibes, who knows? But the seating view, pretty good, right? Anyway, we're deciding. We're like contemplating. What do we do? What do we do? Do we go to the bleach? Do we go for more expensive? Should I say how much the tickets were?
Yeah, it was like
bro. It's up to you.
All right, they were like $450, right? Which we ended up getting. Okay, expensive. And if you want to cancel us, leave a comment down below. But
better night for a third of that. Less.
it was my holiday for the year. It's my holiday.
oh
for the
yeah,
year.
it's my holiday for the year.
not
So
going anywhere.
that's the rationale. Holiday money in 4 hours. So anyway, there was one guy. Me and Hamzah were more of the like, listen, we're not flipping Joe Rogan money like this person. But this person was insistent. And so when we were like talking about seating in the favelas, aka bleachers, he was like, people who finish work at 5 p.m. sit there. I finish work at 5 a.m. I don't want to sit there.
He was like, I was like, oh, let's go sit row M or something like that. He goes, row M is for the 5 p.m.ers. I'm a 5 a.m.er. I ain't sitting there, no way in hell, bro. I'll pay for your man's tickets and the service fee on top. We
Yeah,
are
bro.
not sitting there.
Bro, he was insistent. He was offering
to take him up on the offer.
Bro, he was offering to pay, so there you get Rogan money, totally chump change to him. And so as soon as he said that, we were like, all right, Faz, Fairs.
That is nuts, bro.
But yeah, so amazing experience.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm glad.
Amazing
We rambled on
experience.
too long about that, but you see the passion in it.
Yeah. Now Harshu. Compared to the Harshu, it's like, yeah, Weeknd was good, innit?
You put me on the spot, bro. And I have two fuckers who don't like it. One guy who don't listen to music, and one guy who ditched the concert. Obviously you would have shit on it.
No,
You don't want to hear the good things about it, bro.
Yeah, it was just kind of funny because the weekend was the week after, so I was like, I just had to make it. Now you understand why I had to pull out for the weekend because WWE was expensive. But yeah, I think that is. I think we need a transition though. We have been talking about WWE for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Oh no!
You thought people weren't going to watch this episode before, fam?
Nah.
I guarantee you, retention is going to be 0.0.
Other than that, then, my heart raced through the roof. I can't lie, man.
Bro, I'm getting gassed, innit? I'm getting gassed just thinking about it. The moment, the reveal of the Titans.
All right, it's enough.
Sorry.
We've done too much. So, what else has everyone been watching or reading or anything? Listen, you might know me. I don't watch anything. Right? Like in terms of TV shows and movies, I really don't. Soon, we'll be watching Lord of the Rings, the trilogy, in cinemas for the first time. I'll be watching each one twice because I just don't care, do I really, to be honest? It's my second holiday for the year. But it'll be obviously the first time watching in cinemas as one of the greatest trilogies, if not the greatest trilogy of all time. So that'd be really, I'm actually really looking forward to it because it's like kind of going back in time. So you're in a little time capsule. So it's going to be really dope. Masam is going to snake it. So he better sort himself out. So you might.
I don't like the theme of this. I don't like the theme of this video. Right?
I'm telling you, standard behavior, bro.
Masam's the snake.
If you know Masam.
But other than that, what you guys been watching and or reading anything other than what you might have talked about in the last one with some guy?
Who is that?
The fourth host, in it. It's called the fourth host at this point.
Oh yeah.
The designer,
in-house freelance contractual designer.
Hey yo, it's funny because he will literally not hear this.
Yeah, he doesn't design anything for us either.
I promise you, he will not get offended by virtue of never listening to the insults. So win-win, honestly. Yeah, what have you been watching? I can't lie, I've not been watching much this week. It's been a bit of a dead.
I just watch YouTube, bruv, nowadays. Do you know what I
Same,
mean? I just don't watch TV shows. I watch I don't know if anybody out there knows, but there was these two Australian guys. They were like pretty teenagers, do like hunting and stuff. They were called the Taradara Bros. I don't know if anyone ever came across them. They went quite viral. Yeah, Taradara Bros, mate. They went quite viral for like a little bit, and then eventually they broke off. But then one of them created his own channel. So honestly, it's just, you know how people watch mukbangs, yeah, when they eat and stuff. I basically watch this guy hunting for food, spearfishing, diving and shit, and then he cooks it up on like fire, right? But honestly, that's what I watch. I can't even lie to you. Bro.
It's pretty.
You gotta know if you know what was it? What they used to say? 2000s, Y2K.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Y2K.
When they thought that all electricals would just break when they hit the year 2000 because of, I think, binary codes. You need to know in case technology gets EMP. You need to
listen. Primitive technology.
True.
The goat.
But to be honest with you, it's a lot
well.
more. You know, I watch those videos. I have watched those videos, and it's just a lot more like just peaceful. It's not like I don't treat them as educational. Like I'm not like, okay, this is the first step.
I do kind of.
I know you do. You're weird like that.
That's where I get the.
Yeah, you're weird like.
I got to get something from it.
You want to camp in the jungle, bro. That's why.
100%, bro.
It's like
and in the middle of the ocean. So I've got to learn both in it. One from Primitive and one from my guy nickfry. Shout out.
Man needs to know you get just plucked out of the air. No, I like those kind of primitive technology videos, but just more for like ASMR kind of peaceful kind of stuff.
They're so nice to fall asleep to, bro.
They're nice.
So nice to fall asleep.
Do you know what I fall asleep to, which might be a weird thing? Might be weird. So it's the occasional podcast. I'm sure people fall asleep listening to videos, right? But something that I like to, which I think is really peaceful. Flipping out, we're talking about WWE, and then we're going to talk about Thunder and Lightning. I listen to like Thunder and Lightning comps. You know, like the thunder, the ASMR stuff. Yeah, when it's just like raining and thunder, because it's kind of like white noise kind of style.
I can't do that without white noise.
Yeah.
For me, it's my with like raindrops on like a windshield and stuff as well. They watch like it will literally just be like a 4-hour compilation of rain falling on a window. That's it. It's so peaceful.
It's like it's funny you said that you're a fan. I used to have like my clock ticking, and the tick 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 used to be my rendition of that. But like that you get those YouTube videos where they're like walking through London in the rain and shit. It's the same stuff. Yeah. So
speaking of that, I put it on the chat like literally 6-7 months ago, but I found a video of literally someone driving through London, but in like the 1990s or 2000s.
I think you sent that.
It was so
really
sick,
cool.
bro.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah. It's so surprising to see that nothing's changed that much since then, apart from like the cars, like the way that everything's updated and shit. But the buildings look exactly the same because obviously they want to keep that like traditional look to London. But if anyone's out there listening, honestly, watch that video. It's so cool, so wavy.
You know, when I think of early 2000s, I get like nostalgia, like CBBC days.
Yeah, they're closing it down. They're closing CBBC and CITV, bro.
No way.
They're closing it down as of. I found out like literally 4 or 5 days ago. It's so sad.
Hold on a second. First of all, they started the Cartoon Network,
and that's finished as well.
I mean, I think that was okay though. CBBC's closing down.
Yeah.
What are the kids gonna watch?
Fucking nothing, bro.
Mr. Beast.
Bro, CITV. We should do a tier list for CITV. Like My Parents Are Aliens. Tier S,
so
bro.
sick.
My Parents Are Aliens.
So
did you get a nostalgia hit?
Hamzah, you're fucking me up, bro.
No, My Parents Are Aliens, bro.
Yeah.
Man, that
Art
Ford
Attack.
Henry.
All of that shit, man.
Bro, do you remember they used to do what was it called? It's the horror stories for kids. Goosebumps.
Oh no,
but it was it was all cartoon and animated.
It was called. That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
So sick.
Banger, bro. Banger.
Oh, bro.
That's what I've been watching since. But I haven't been watching anything really personally. I've just been watching the same thing I reiterated last video. So if you're interested, watch that video. Yep. Harshu, what about you, bro?
I was gonna say, speaking of like fake fighters and stuff like that, let's talk about real fighters. Did you lot watch the UFC?
Yeah, I watched the WWE. Listen, it's harder to be a professional wrestler than a UFC athlete. Set it out there right now.
It's true. I mean, it's 360 days.
360 days, baby.
And they're literally
what's 360 days? Oh, the tours and shit, the routes.
Everything, bro. They have an event. They got like live shows every day. Then they have to travel on their own. It's like a massive commitment. It's like generally a 24/7 hour job.
It's like Justin Bieber's concerts and shit when he exhausted himself to death or whatever. Like he just had to stop at one point.
It's hard, bro.
That's why a lot of wrestlers. Yeah, you know what? Let's transition.
Yeah.
I
was genuinely interested for once.
He was actually asking about UFC. Yeah.
Sure.
I've been watching
it.
There's a lot of title changes happening lately. Sugar Sean knocked out Aljamain with a beautiful right hand. Did you see that they actually put that on the UFC YouTube channel?
Yeah, they had
like
to
the full fight.
Yeah. Oh,
that's
the full fight.
Yeah. They're like pushing him. Yeah, they're pushing
him hard. Yeah.
They're pushing him hard. It's funny because go on.
I was just gonna say Aljo is pretty hated ever since he won the belt. Like everyone's just been hating on him, and then Sugar has been that guy for a long time. It was bound to happen at some point. But yeah, sorry, Masam, what were you saying?
I was gonna say like Sugar was on like Sean O'Malley. I was on who's it? Bradley Martyn's, I think. Like one of the Facebook podcasts.
Yeah.
Did you see like it's pretty interesting because a lot of the combat dons like are very anti all this influencer boxing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw he was asking about like JJ and stuff and
he talks about it on his own pod as well.
Does he?
Yeah, he's not an idiot, that's why.
Yeah, he knows how to play the game.
He seems like that's a good point.
Because he hangs out with them.
Yeah,
like Logan guy and Jake
and Nelk.
And Nelk.
Yeah.
He's our age. Well, he's not our age. He's like 28, but
exactly
our gen sort of thing.
He's hip in it. He's hip and cool. Brav, have you not seen the new trend of like violating Bradley Martyn because whatever fighter he has on, he always says, "Do you think I take you?" And he's like, "I love this guy. I'm 260, bro. I'm 260. I love this guy. I love this guy."
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
So funny. Bro.
I think Flip. How could I've forgotten his name, bro. T-Fat. Hamzah, who's T-Fat? Brendan Sharp. Brendan Sharp was like talking about the fact he's trying to get Bradley Martyn and Demetrius Johnson in a fight because Bradley Martyn was like, "Oh, I'd take him," and he's like, "Dude, you would not take him.
You would die, brother."
Bro, I would like to see that. I would like to see that.
I mean,
there's the clip, right? Who's who's the first one? I forget. Then he's like, in a street fight, I'd take you.
Haney.
Is it Diaz?
Diaz.
No,
Diaz.
it's Diaz,
He's
isn't it?
Diaz
Just
as well,
for context, Demetrius Johnson is a guy who weighs around 60 kilos, and Bradley Martyn is like and Demetrius Johnson is one of the greatest mixed martial artists of all time, and Bradley Martyn is just like a bodybuilder, and he weighs like 120 kilos, so he's literally twice the size. So it's a question of like, at what point does weight matter? And so and Bradley Martyn's trained a little bit in jiu-jitsu and wrestling and stuff like that. Nothing crazy, like very minimal amount. Like, but he's still trained a little bit. So I am really interested to actually see how that goes. I'm really interested to see how that goes, because Dustin Poirier, who's another very high level MMA fighter, he did a little grappling thing with Brian Shaw, who is a former world's strongest man, like one of the most successful world's strongest men ever. But that's a big difference, because Brian Shaw weighs like, bro, I don't even know. He
probably
weighs
3
like,
times.
How tall's Dustin? Like 5'9", 5'10"?
I wanna
Demetrius
say
is like
5'6".
he weighs like
5'6",
up to
5'5".
200
tiny.
kilos. Brian Shaw weighs up to 200 kilos, right? So he would be like 3 times the size of someone like Demetrius Johnson. But Dustin Poirier weighs like, I don't know, probably weighs like
He fights at lightweight.
85 kilos, right?
Yeah,
Give or take.
yeah,
So
yeah.
an 85 kilo guy going against like an almost probably 180 kilo guy. So again, double the size. But again, when you get that big, it starts getting exponential, especially when you're like world's strongest man. It's like you're an expert in strength. But long story short, just ragdolled him. Just picked him up and he launched him around the room, bruv.
Dustin?
No,
He picked
Brian
up Dustin?
Shaw. Yeah. Brian Shaw just picked him up and like, it was peak. But he's a master in picking things up. It's not like it's not like weightlifting. It's different.
Yeah, you pick up like heavy
objects.
balls.
Yeah. So it's different type of strength, but
Well,
it's just cool. Because McGregor back in the day,
just about to say the mountain.
yeah, with the mountain
Yes.
after Bjornsson, he did a little play fight as well, and this was Conor was sort of in his peak, and he was like probably 155 pounds, something like that. And yeah, I mean that was also, you could tell.
How big is the mountain?
He's like 6'8".
Yeah, that one
260.
What do you guys think?
280.
Demetrius Johnson beating Bradley or not? I think he does, because I don't rate Bradley's
right.
fighting experience. I mean, it could be strength. I mean, he's a T bodybuilder, isn't it? I think he's admitted before he's on T. The mountain, because the mountain is so much bigger.
Too big.
You'd kill him.
Way too big.
He'd literally
The
eat
mountain
him.
would probably kill anyone up to probably the lightweight division. He'd probably kill people in the lightweight division as well.
So do I.
But
So,
above
yeah,
that,
I
once
said
you
so
start
do
getting
I.
to the welterweights, we're talking about off season as well, so they don't even weigh that much. They'll be heavier and still in shape. That's when I think he'll have a problem. But below that, there's 155ers, something like that. Yeah,
I agree with you.
He'd probably kill him. He's just too big, man. He's a master
He's
of
too
strength.
big.
He wouldn't
how
kill
would
the
you
goat
take them
though.
down?
No,
I was thinking about
The goat
I
would
was-
kill him.
the goat would kill him, of course. But the goat is 260 himself. 240,
Isn't he like
250,
6'1"?
John Jones. John Jones?
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
he's 6'4".
6'1".
Yeah.
Is he actually 6'4"?
Yeah.
He's big, bro.
Bro,
He's
that's not a
big, bro. He's
competition.
big boy.
Huge.
That's
Big
not
boy.
competition then, bro.
Yeah, you'd fucking kill him, bro.
Was DC how tall was DC? DC was
tiny.
not that tall, right?
4'3", bro.
He's
No, he's
like
at 5'10".
5'10".
He's 5'10".
Yeah.
DC's 5'10".
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, whenever them two fought, it made him
built
look
like a
so
fridge.
small,
He's
you know.
built like a Lego brick.
He's
so-
Lego bricks.
Lego
Lego bricks though, shout out.
Nah, that's Brendan Shaw. Literally
myself.
Italian. Okay.
But yeah, so
That's so mad.
That's that.
Talking of McGregor, I actually watched his documentary recently.
I've watched
The new
half
one
of
that
it.
dropped, McGregor Forever. It's actually a really cool insight onto like
McGregor
his.
forever. Don't you forget that.
Don't you forget that. It was fucking sick, you know. I haven't finished it completely. I won like the last 10 minutes, but that is sick. That is like a really cool insight. Like on his soft side, his family life, how he deals with the losses and all that kind of stuff. Because it starts from after he lost to
Dustin.
is it Dustin or Khabib? Khabib, I think.
No, I think it starts off when he broke his leg, but then it flashes
Yes.
back to Khabib with the parts
Yes,
of it
yes,
as well.
yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that was insane.
Yeah.
No.
that
It
was-
starts with Khabib. I think.
I think it starts with the leg break, but then it goes back to Khabib after.
And it starts there
And
properly, and then
and
carries
it
on,
starts
yeah.
with it.
Yeah, fucking sick, man.
Because it starts with
Yeah.
him throwing the dolly and going to church and
Yeah. Exactly.
Community
Yeah,
service.
unreal.
Really good. Listen, hate on McGregor for whatever, but his
Yes.
his mentality his, when he was in his peak, and even now, listen, this guy has made money for his kids, his kids, and he's still waking up every day and hitting the heavy bag and trying to get back in there and be a world champion again.
He's
Right?
hitting more than the heavy bag. He's hitting another kind of bag.
Yeah, that's
Allegedly.
true. I mean, for all his problems in the day, he was the first. And listen, there was ones before, but I don't think the global. He was the first
No.
global UFC superstar. Right? Obviously, you had
100%.
Anderson. Obviously, you had
Brock Lesnar,
but I don't count Brock.
Yeah,
Brock's not fair. Brock's WWE.
Connor's the first.
Yeah,
That
Connor's
true
the
Conor
first.
is
Like,
the first.
global.
He broke.
Yeah,
he
broke through.
Yeah, household.
Like there's
name.
a
First
household
household
name. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of like big UFC superstars. I mean,
Yeah.
let me hear your GSP accent.
But you say this every. You say this on the Ash podcast.
I know I did. There's obviously there's
toxic edit.
actually one of them was in Expendables. Who was in Expendables? Heavyweight.
Rampage Jackson.
Rampage was in a movie, maybe.
A-Team.
But yeah, he was in a movie, right?
I think
was
he was
Randy.
an A-Team.
Was Randy in a movie?
I don't know.
Randy Couture. Anyway,
know,
point is, Conor is the first global household UFC superstar. So that will never be forgotten, and that's why he still has diehard fans who can't get over the fact
100%.
he's been
It's
washed
just-
for about 5 years.
Yeah, but it's just, you know what, man? Just like seeing the videos of him when he was in his prime. There's one that always comes to mind where he's basically like, let me find it. You have to ramble on, but I'll find it.
I agree though. Like watching it, that part tying into Hamzah's point that he's about to make. Literally just watching that documentary, seeing him in his prime and the mentality and the grind set he had, and then the fall from grace is just so sad to see. Like we violated him on the pod before, but if he could go back to those days and redeem it, bruv, it would be a different comeback story. The full circle of a hero.
I got the quote, and this is a quote that he said when he was in like 2013. So it's like right at the beginning, right of his like rise to stardom. And here's this quote which I love, bro. I just love this quote. So he goes, I'm not going to do it in his accent. He goes,
do it. You have to.
No,
you have to, fam.
He goes, I've lost my mind in this game like Vincent van Gogh. Dedicated his life to his art and he lost his mind in the process. That's happened to me, but F it. When that gold belt is around my waist and when my mother has a big mansion, when my girlfriend has a different car for every day of the week, when my kids get everything they've ever wanted, then it will pay. Then I will be happy I lost my mind. And that quote,
Hard.
hard. For me, like personally, my mentality that I want to encompass is like that. It's kind of like kill or be killed. Like just sacrifice everything. No social life, no this, no that. Don't let it get in the way to do it. So when I see stuff like that, it's just like sends a shiver down my spine to know that he actually did then go on to do it. He literally have the world belt, have the gold belt on his waist, 2 of them, make mansion, everything like that. Then it's, I don't know. It sends down my spine.
I completely agree, and I feel like with that mindset, like having that mindset in the first place, you spot that shit everywhere nowadays. Like it could be UFC, it could even be WWE. Seeing someone make it from the start, have that mindset, and the things they were saying back in the day on the come up is so beautiful to see, bro. Like
I sent one,
and when they achieved it
today as well,
different.
Where Michael Phelps was like 365 days for 5 whole years. He never missed a single day of training. Thanksgiving, birthdays, weddings, Christmas, and he never missed a single day of training. And it's like if you wanna be like good, you can have the social life. You can go out. You can do this. You can do that. But if you want to be Mount Rushmore, if you want to be 1% off the 1%ers, you have to sacrifice everything, which I feel like people just aren't willing to do.
Bro, okay, this retention and the views of this episode is going to be dog shit. But literally, I know you're going to meme Tom Brady. Like Tom Brady literally got a divorce. He literally broke up with his wife and his children because he could not stop this competitive edge. Because he ended up playing till, how long was it? Like 41, I think. He obviously retired last year. And his wife, for the longest time, he promised his wife, won't be playing that much longer. And he just continued. And for those who don't know, Tom Brady is considered the GOAT because his longevity. Ain't nobody even touching him at 41, right? I mean, who knows if he'll eventually still have a title, different discussion. But the point is, he's literally sacrificed his own marriage because he could not put it down because he's chasing greatness. And the thing is, what's different, why I love Tom Brady so much, right, is the Don already had the title of GOAT by basically 2014. By 2014, people were already saying he was the best ever because he hit the 4th Super Bowl ring. And then he continued to play for almost another 10 years at that peak, committed marriage, children, missing this, missing that. Like I always appreciate the sportsmen who literally sacrifice everything
You have to
give the highest product, because it's like, wow, that's
In
how much it
anything in
means to
life.
them. In anything in
Anything.
life, yeah.
It doesn't matter what you want to be. If you want to be the 1% of the 1%, you have to give everything up. If you just want to be like a 1 mil YouTuber or a 5 mil YouTuber, you don't have to sacrifice that much. But when you want to start hitting the 10 mils, the 20 mils, the 50 mils, the 100 mils, the 200 mils, I don't know what Mr. Beast is on now, but you know what I mean? Like,
No, not 200
the
mil.
500 mils eventually, one day, probably, right? You have to give you have to skip birthdays, weddings, family events, social events, shit, probably even funerals, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, in order to get to that LeBron level, Jordan level, Federer level, Nadal level, McGregor level, freaking Leonardo DiCaprio levels, you know what I mean? Like, it's...
Are you hearing that, Jay?
Someone in the comments make a tally of who's missed the most episodes and then rinse them for it.
Bro, I've only missed 3 episodes, you know, and those 3 episodes weren't even my fault.
Hey, yo, you got to take responsibility for your actions, bro.
Bro, not my house. My house breaking. The Spider-Man one, you know, we can't really talk about that. And
I don't even know what that is.
No, that was purely his fault.
Yeah.
Let's just say there's some more than others. No names mentioned in the Harshu.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me finish off my list. And my third one, to be fair, because it links, is because we went to watch WWE, which is what, for those who don't know. That's what I'm saying. I can't. So for the episode,
see what I'm talking about. Bias.
No excuses.
So for that episode recording, where it was Hamzah, it was Harshu and Jay. Just believe me and Hamzah are having literally the time of our flipping lives, bro.
That's why you won't be the 1%.
Harshu was out of the episode in like 2 weeks' time. But yeah, man, I don't know. I just love that way of thinking, man. It just gets me hard, bro.
I agree, bro.
You know what? Speaking hard, I want to talk about this real quickly. I don't know how much longer we're.
Who cares? Let's do what we want.
It's like a quick one. This is a quick discussion. It's not much because you guys won't be able to have input too much. So I'm reading. No, because I think I told you about this before. I'm reading this new like manga, right? This Japanese comic for those who are uncultured. Brother, we talked about WWE. I'm sure this will be fine. If you're listening now, you're listening to the long haul, and it's pretty crazy because it's a series about a guy who basically is a mountain climber, and I did not know this. So apparently, the K2 mountain is the most difficult mountain in the world to climb, and it's pretty. Yeah, most. Did I not say that?
No, I'm just saying, yeah, it's most dangerous. Yeah. It takes so much lives and stuff.
Yeah. So it's really interesting comic because it's about this guy who leaves high school and his only dream is essentially to mountain climb because he wants to get away from society, right? Point is, he wants to climb the hardest mountain in the world, which is K2. And I did not know this, right? But there's obviously different pathways along mountains and routes and stuff. And the K2 mountain, I think it's the east side slope, right? Has never been climbed before. Still to this day, and I looked this up. Yeah, to this day. So like that's the inspo for this comic, and I was like, hey, yo, they talk about the K2 mountain. Shout out Pakistan in that, right? Obviously, and not India, although he's not going to the Himalayas, so yeah, not India. So I just thought it was really interesting about the K2. Like this, it's pretty amazing how there's places on Earth we've not even traveled to.
Yeah.
We talked about this with Ash.
We did.
Because he's done what he's done, right? Yeah, he's walked, across deserts and everything. And I mentioned this to him, like, he's probably stepped in places that either people have never, ever in the history of the billion years the Earth's been around, or the hundreds of thousands of years human beings have been around, or whatever. No one's ever stepped there, or maybe they haven't stepped there in tens of thousands of years. It's just, that's what, like, when I go on holiday and stuff, and I go to, like, really, and I see really old places or ruins or things like that, I'm always like, yo, what if I just jump up, touch this brick over here? Yeah, I'm not like the only one who's done that last 1,000 years. But it's just cool when you're in places that are like old and haven't changed.
Yeah,
so
100%. But I think it's pretty amazing that that's the case, right? That we've not even clocked every square mile on the planet. It's nuts. It's nuts when you deep that.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
And
Shout
the
out
oceans,
KT.
bro.
Shout out
80%.
KT, bro. It's really
We're
cool.
never gonna see that shit either.
Nah, I'm taking that down 1% of the time. Atypical gets famous. I get a yacht. I will then solo the entire ocean.
Well, Ocean Gate.
Man said yacht, you know.
Saying nothing, bro.
Bro, I've got
Look
big
at you.
aspirations, bro. Until my mum has a big mansion. Alright, my wife's got a car for every day of the week. Alright.
Need a wife for that firstly.
Hey, yo, wife reveal apparently. That you said in the last episode.
True.
I think
That's
she's
coming
gonna
through.
be on my whiteboard where I drew jazz deep.
Oh, shit.
Well done.
But yeah.
I think that's a good note to end it on, no?
That was perfect, man.
Yeah, man.
Unless
Wrap it
you
up
want to
then.
talk about anything else. I think
Um,
that is me out.
I've just, other than that, to be honest, I've just been getting into more gym stuff. So like, there's one gym guy called Dorian Yates, who's like a former Mr. Olympia, which is like the premier competition of bodybuilding, and he's a guy from Birmingham. Kind of revolutionized the sport. He won like 6 in a row, which is like insane. And I don't know, I've just been watching that. Like his mentality and everything like that is just nuts. Because like, a bit of context, you get people who train like Arnold, right? And they used to train kind of in a traditional way of like 3 sets, 5 sets, 12 reps, blah blah blah, bang it out, just keep going till you can't no more. But then Dorian came around and he changed it, and he was like, he does a couple sets to warm up, and then he does 1 set till pure failure, like until he physically can't get up anymore, and then his teammate will like put a few fingers underneath and help him up until literally his muscle dies on him, in the sense that he just can't, he's producing no more energy, right? And he basically, with that methodology, and he's got a documentary if anyone's ever interested in that type of stuff called Blood and Guts, and it's just like, it's just so, when you just hear him training, because he's training in a basement, his basement gym back in Birmingham, and like the
Basement
primal
brother.
screams this guy comes out with, it's like a woman giving birth, bro. It's I'm telling
Give us
you,
rendition.
it's nuts, bro. But I've just been getting into that a lot more, and watching a lot of his podcasts and stuff. Just again, a lot of mentality, because I think bodybuilding is just like, there's not a lot like it. If anything like it, it's like
Gym's a lot like that, bro. You just going gym and pushing yourself to that limit is the exact same thing. Just going, because it's all in the mental. Like the physical will take you so far. Once your mental breaks that wall, it's like Run Fat Boy Run, bro. Once you break that wall,
Amazing movie.
a fucking amazing film, fam. Absolutely amazing film.
Would you guys ever run the London Marathon?
I have a friend who's doing it. My manager's
Really?
doing it.
Really?
Quite
I watched
people at work have done it, but marathon's long, bro.
How far is
watched
it?
Is that 26?
28 miles.
20, something like that.
It's a
I don't
long
know,
day.
look it up. But you don't have to run it. People walk it, right? I
Oh,
watched I watched Theo Baker's. It's not a recent video, but obviously you know how he has a dodgy hip, right? And he had hip surgery. It's a really great video about essentially like 8 months of prep of healing with the hip, and then he eventually by the end of it runs the marathon. So it's a really cool video. And so you saying that kind of just made me think of that. I think
That's
running
pretty
a
sick.
marathon would be cool. Oh, actually, was it that, or he did the triathlon?
Tough Mudder. Oh, triathlon. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's done multiple with a dodgy hip. Like this is all kind of like
Yeah.
inspo.
That's proper inspo.
Yeah. It'd be cool to do something like that, you know, to have like that's a sort of
A hero moment.
I was gonna say bucket list thing, but don't know.
I mean,
That's
it can
wrong
be. Why
word,
not? A
wrong
marathon.
word.
Oh, you
Yeah,
mean the
that's what I was
breaking your
gonna
hip
say.
bit too?
No, not the radio. That's gonna come soon, bruv.
Touch wood,
No,
bro.
But yeah, that was nuts. But yeah,
That's it.
that's it really. Don't been watching or doing anything else.
I think we wrapped
Chilling.
up then.
Yeah, let's get
There you go.
let's get it cracking.
Go on, Masam.
You've put me to the test, boys, and I can never remember. Leave
Bro,
a
it's
comment
been
down
a
below.
year and a half, bro.
The Atypical podcast. The Atypical podcast. Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Is that it? You're not gonna
That's
say
it.
You
Don't
go.
know what else to say.
Like,
If there-
follow, subscribe, comment.
I said leave a comment.
Thank you for the subscribe.
Subscribe.
Leave a comment if WWE is better than the Weeknd Concert.
You know, that's a good way to end it.
Yeah,
And
okay.
all our socials are on the Atypical podcast. There you go.
Love it.
Mate.
In a bit.